All right, so real quick, we're gonna start with a triangle attack from the guard. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Here's how it works. So here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna go ahead and get what Master Machado calls the double sleeve grip. So we're gonna start from down here, inside the guard. All right, so we're gonna start with from the double sleeve grip. One thing that Master Machado does with it is pretty cool is he's got a lot of different like ways of controlling posture without directly controlling the head, and I think that's pretty neat. But anywho, this is something I've been working on specifically because of my grip situation. Some of the grips that I get aren't always the strongest. So like if it's here, I have a pretty solid control of his dominant hand, his right hand, with my dominant hand, my left hand. But his left hand versus my right hand isn't as strong. So if he pulls that away, it's just a simple pistol grip, and it's not the strongest grip. It's okay. I'm gonna get the pistol grip here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get here. I'm gonna open up and wiggle with the stiff leg there, and we're gonna come into this position here. It's called the handcuff, is what Master Machado calls it. I particularly like it. You could probably see it on his YouTube channel here. I'll link that up in the card up there. So once I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of lift my weight up, because once I lift the weight up and I pinch the knees, now get your hands out, it's much more difficult. That's the only way I can control Professor JD. Otherwise, it's just
too much power.
Too much power. It's a war zone. It's a quote an earlier video. From here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and set up a scissor sweep. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this knee on top. I'm gonna make this leg heavy here, like so. Okay. And he should be feeling some pain on that bicep.
Yep.
The biceps. So when I'm here and I have that, what I want to do is I'm going to kick like that, and it's going to create a lot of tension here, and then I basically come in and bite like so. Traditionally, how I've been taught the triangle is, just relax for a second here, when you do like the push pull, thank you. I was going to say punch pull, but I'm not punching anything. The push pull, and I get that, I have to do like ballerina toes with my toes pointed really up to get the bite correct. But I like this setup because I don't have to do that as much. And I don't have the best ballerina toes, you know, to set up. So once more here, I come in like that, and I get this position here. Then I'm gonna kick, and as I do, I'm still gonna pull that. As I kick here, that will then traverse across, and I get a nice bite, okay? From here, I can go ahead, put that knee in front of his shoulder, lift up here, so we can get the tap, okay? So one more time without me talking, because that's, you know, all my kids in my kids program, they demand that I do this without talking. I don't know why. They just must hate the sound of my voice as much as I do.
Coach Ed, shut up.
Coach Ed, stop doing that. So here, boom, does it work? And then I get here, there's the bite, and the triangle, okay? Now, that's not the only thing we can do from here. There are follow-ups. So, if you want to move over here. Perfect. Okay. So, from the triangle, if let's say he's particularly stubborn, there's a lot of different things that can happen when, you know, you try to triangle somebody, especially someone as good as JD, Professor JD. Since someone as good as him, you know, me just landing a triangle like this is going to be a rare day. One day, maybe, but that day might not be soon. So again, here I come into this position, I'll kick, punch, pull, and then once I get here, let's say he postures up and I'm unable to get that move. He can either hang on to himself, but let's say I'm still doing a good job of holding this so his hand hasn't come to connection with his other hand yet. So if that is the case, maybe my legs are strong enough to do the TP, but probably not. That's something from Coach Paulson. So from here, I'm gonna grab at the wrist here. So it's a wrist lock, so you're welcome. I'm gonna reach through here, grab my own hand, pin it against my hip, and then go in and get the tap. This one can be kind of sneaky if you go quick, so go be careful. Go be careful.
Be careful.
So again, I'm doing a good job of the pistol grip. He hasn't connected his hands yet, so I reach in and I get the bend before I reach over. I reach over, grab, put it into my hip, and then bring his hand in, and I'll get the tap, okay? If he straightens his wrist out and he's really strong, I just go for the shoulder lock. Okay, so those two chain together really nicely, okay?
Nasty.
Nice, very nasty, gross.
Gross. Gross.
To quote myself.
Yourself.
Yes. Isn't that the best one when
You have the best quotes.
the best quote? So here, I'll go ahead and go here, kick, boom, there. He kind of postures up. I still have the diamond position in, but I'm unable to secure the triangle. So again, from here, if I can, I'll get that bend, reach through, grab my own. I'll do the attempt on the wrist lock. If that doesn't work, he straightens it out, and then I get the shoulder lock. Very Frank Mir-esque. Okay, last little defense.
Do it again.
Oh, sure. Oh, elbow? Look at that. See, you're getting free points from a Carlos Machado black belt. Okay, so last thing I want to show is sometimes when you go for the triangle, they're going to reach around back and grab their own leg to defend. So I thought this was really cool. We're here. By the way, Master Machado didn't teach any of this. This is all stuff that I gathered from other black belts here, which is, I think, what the coolest part about this association. It's not just how cool Master Machado is. It's all the other black belts share all their knowledge with all the other lower belts and with the other black belts as well. So I think it's pretty cool. Here, boom, like that. I go for one sweep, it doesn't work. Boom, I get here, and so he pulls his hand away and then reaches through like so. Okay? So the first thing this might be from Master Machado is you take in your fingertips here to grab. And then from here, I'm gonna position myself here. So I've already created an angle where I'm perpendicular to hit my spine as perpendicular to his spine. And I'm gonna go ahead and secure the omoplata on top. But I'm not gonna finish the omoplata normally, okay? Where I turn and spin and do all that stuff. Master Machado is way better at teaching that than I am. But I'm gonna show you a trick. So when I'm here, I'm gonna pull here and straighten my legs and he's gonna hit his head. Once he hits his head, first wrist lock is right here. He taps, okay? He straightens his arm out. Here, I have the lock, or I have the arm lock this way, okay? If the razor lock doesn't work because I don't wanna crunch too far, that gives him way too much space, then I feed the arm in like that and get the tap.
Can you start it from when he straightened out his arm?
Yeah. So again, I have the wrist lock here, bang, he straightens out his arm. I let it, but I keep track of his elbow. My knees are pinching here, and I get that. He bends it back because he realizes he made a mistake here, and then I push forward here to get the shoulder lock. So it's kind of a neat little trifecta of moves that feel like the omoplata, but aren't.
The web.
The web, oh, look at that. You get caught in the spider's web. The deadly spider. Here, like that. Megamind, man.
Well, Megamind, yeah.
Yeah.
What the who?
Okay, so he puts his arm around back like that, and I haven't lost it yet. I will if he starts to stack and make my life miserable. So I reach in to grab, and I pivot while I pull like that. Once I'm here, sorry sir, I hit here and I put this on top of his head. From here, I'm gonna straighten my legs as I turn my shoulders facing this way. Boom, he kind of flattens down. And I'll have a split second or two to attack wrist. I can attack arm if he straightens it here. Or if he bends it back, I can just instead, let's say his wrist is, he's got a strong structure here. Again, I keep this grip here and I get the shoulder lock. So that's a bunch of cool little triangle things that, you know, I picked up over this weekend so far, and we're not even done yet. We still have
2 days.
2 full days. So yeah. Pretty cool. What do you think? Yeah, that was the first time he's showing. It's good English there. That was the first time I'm showing Professor JD what we went through. We kind of share what we do in our respective belt pods.
Yep.
Yeah, Carolina crew got to represent. We got to share, so that way,
Share knowledge.
we got to get good. But if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss our handsome faces, John Cena. And make sure you leave a comment if you want more videos like this, especially with Professor JD and more Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, make sure you like the video as well, because that helps the algorithm out. So I got all that out of the way. Anything else?
You gotta get a video of her ducky socks.
Okay, we'll get. There you go.
Back,
For
back.
foot fetishes.
Yeah, so that's OnlyFans coming soon. Anyway, and thanks for watching, guys. Party on. Thanks so much.